job. I take it just like any other job. Like when you're going to do a cleaning job, you know that you get paid, you'll get this, there is a pension or not. What is it that you wanted to tell us anyway that you thought you must have achieved, or as far as the benefits in the Rail Air Force is concerned, or you think that even though you haven't achieved them, but it's part of the package that one day you'll be there, for example, pension? What is it that you can share with us that is achievable in the Royal Air Force?
Yeah, first of all, to understand what you can get out of the Royal Air Force, you have to first of all understand it's not a job. It's a career, and it's a lifestyle. So, like any other career choice, you're going to get out of it what you put in. It sounds like a very bland answer, but it is very true with the Royal Air Force. You can go through your service career and do what's required of you, or you can do what's required of you and put a little extra in, and you'll reap the rewards. I've been very lucky. I've managed to have quite a fulfilling career, but equally also my favourite pastime is rugby. So unlike in a civilian employment, I've actually been able to play rugby for long periods of time. I had a career spanning 20 years of rugby. I've played at stations and also in civilian fields that I would not normally have had the chance to. Always been encouraged and given the time off to pursue these outward bound activities. Again, adventurous training, travel, and the Air Force also promotes personal development, which has become quite a key word in civilian life now. But in the Air Force, there's been long-standing commitment to personal development to ensure that we don't just have people who can do the job, but we have people who are going to enjoy and actually live the lifestyle. Because after all, if somebody leaves the Air Force and they're not a fully rounded person, and they can't go on into civilian employment after leaving the Air Force, that's not a very good advert for us. And we strive to ensure that everyone who leaves the Air Force is a good advert for us.
I think that is a very, very interesting thing, because what we have here is a situation whereby people have got this perspective that when you join the Royal Air Force, it's about frontline duties, running around in Iraq or Afghanistan. Can you elaborate more about the Royal Air Force being a career whereby it can even prepare you for civilian life after the service?
Yeah, firstly, we're quite clear. The Royal Air Force is part of the armed services. So when you join the Royal Air Force, you join clearly knowing that you may well go into combat, you may well be put in harm's way. However, it's all about risk management. We ensure that our personnel are very highly trained, such that the risks they're exposed to are minimised through training and equipment. That said, the challenges that everybody faces through their daily life, and also when they're sent on out of area, which is where they're sent off into operational zones, where they may come into contact with areas where they'll be in combat areas. Those kind of challenges are going to prepare anybody extremely well for any challenges they might meet in civilian life. So it's not always about training for civilian life by doing a civilian job. It's about meeting the challenges and ensuring that we're prepared, all of us are prepared, to take on any future challenges we may meet in any role we may serve.
Now, does it mean that, for example, if there is a young man out there who's watching this program now, maybe he's doing a degree in economics or maybe in carpentry, that he can still come and become a member of the Royal Air Force Service, but be able to carry on whatever he's interested in? For example, become a mechanic or let me say a musician or something. Is that possible within the force?
Yeah, anybody can come to us, providing they fit our eligibility criteria, and they can apply for the jobs, careers, posts that are available. Obviously, we're asking for a reasonably long-term commitment, so we need to ensure that person is suitable for us. But equally important, they need to make sure we're right for them. It's a two-way thing. If somebody undertakes a career in the Royal Air Force, there is no reason that they can't pursue their outside interests, providing, because as I said, we are a military force, that their outside interests are not contrary to the interests of the country or the service.
Going back to our first question again, is it possible, because I've spent 2 days with you now, and I've seen everybody, some of them are coming from abroad, Germany and everywhere. You seem to have been all over the place. What role do you feel in the Royal Air Force? What is your particular role that you feel?
Well, in response to your comments, I've been very lucky in that I have managed to travel over most of the world. And the fact that I know a lot of people, it's not surprising here. It's a training camp. A lot of people do pass through the station. But again, I have benefited from the fact that, I have met a lot of people, and a lot of them still care to speak to me. But my role in the Air Force, I'm part of the Royal Air Force Recruitment Service, as you quite rightly said at the beginning. But I'm on what's called a motivational outreach team, which, because we're not always recruiting, we're not always needing to go out and get people to join the Air Force today. However, we still want to make sure that people will know about the Air Force and are motivated towards the Air Force. So we ensure that we bring the message of what the Royal Air Force can offer to young people ranging from 8 years old up to 29 in effect. The team I'm on is specifically responsible for ethnic minority recruitment, or for awareness in areas that have got dense populations of ethnic minority. Not because we need to hammer home the message, but because generally speaking, the majority of people who fall under the bracket of visible ethnic minorities are living in inner city areas. Unlike the other two services, the Royal Air Force doesn't have a great deal of presence in inner city areas. So therefore we feel the need to ensure that people in those areas have all the information about the Royal Air Force so they can make a valid decision. Whether that decision is to join or not to join is another question, but we want to ensure they have the information to make an intelligent decision about it.